So today we're going to go over how to change the back straps as well as change the chassis on a Beretta APX pistol. So I'll start by showing the back strap change just because I've already got this unit ready to go for it. So when you're changing the back straps on an APX, the chassis does not have to be out of the pistol in order to perform this action. I'm just doing it on this model just for the sake of time. So inside the APX chassis, right just below where the mag well is, right down in here, I'm going to try and get it better into the light for you. So you can kind of see it down in there. Actually, I'm going to set the camera down here. Right down inside there, there's a little black tab right there. You see it? So you need to slightly rotate that or push it to the left and down. And when you do that, it's going to free out the back strap. So let's do that now. So what we're going to do, we're going to find it. And I'm just going to reach in. The lighting's not very good, I do apologize, but I just push to the left and down. So we'll see now on the base of the grip that the tab has started to pop out. So what you can do is just use your tool or whatever it is you're using. Pull it out just a little bit more. There we go. And you simply just pull out and you pull the back strap off. So when you pull the back strap off, you just pick the one that you, or the size that you want. Just push it on. I found the best way to get these on is to just literally grip the pistol. Grip. Just give her a good squeeze and that'll get everything back on. To reassemble, you simply take your little locking tool and you just push it straight in. And that's it. You'll feel it click back into place, and you can verify that by looking again at the internal part. And you'll see that it's locked in place. Now, so to remove the chassis, this is not as simple as a procedure as it is on the 6-hour P320, but it's not nearly as bad as people think. So first things first, obviously you got to take the pistol apart. I would hope if you're an APX owner, you'd be fairly proficient at this, but you never know. So I'm trying to move the light here, get a little bit more light going. Okay, so first things first, we got to just get these parts out of get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm not behind the camera. This is very difficult to do around a camera. I did a dry run of this. It did not work. So I'm going to try and do this in front of the camera, but I'm just going to keep looking over to give you guys the best view as I can. So first things first, you don't really have to take these out in a specific order. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So you have to take out your takedown lever first, which is very similar to the P320, where you simply just rotate it and pull and just keep twisting until it comes out. So next up, again, I'm going to have to try and get into the light because I want to show you. So attached to one of your locking bars here, you can kind of see it. On the left-hand side, you'll see a little spring there. That spring is sitting in a recess that's inside of the pin that's there. So you have to lift that spring out and push that pin through. So I'm going to try and show you that now. When doing this, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to wish you had 3 hands. It can be a little bit tedious, but it's not as bad as people hype it up to be. So again, I'm just going to lift that spring right out of there. I find it helps to put the pistol on something. Oh, and another thing, actually, I should note, the pistol goes from left to, or the pin goes from left to right, so you can't push it out. If I'm pushing on the pistol on the left side, I can't push that pin out because the pin is smaller on one side than it is the other. You have to go you're basically pushing the pin right to left. So I'm going to try and do this now. Okay. You're not going to be able to see me lifting the spring out, but it doesn't take a whole lot of pressure. You just have to kind of lift it out of its recess. and then push it through. There we go. So you see how it's just popping through? Pull that out of there. And then last but not least is just the striker decocker, that little button there. You just push in on that, push up slightly, and you'll see it's actually now out of place. And then you can just lift the entire receiver right out. And that's it. That's how you take the entire assembly out. It looks harder than it actually is. The problem is I'm trying to work around a camera and I'm leaning over a table, so it's a little fatiguing for me, but that's that. That's how you do it. So there's the empty chassis. Let's just get rid of that. And let's grab the new one, the new frame, and we'll get her going. So I'm going to show you actually, guys, that spring. So right there, that's the spring I'm talking about, the one that you have to kind of use the flathead screwdriver had, and you have to just lift up on it just to get it at a recess with that pin. This bad boy's still a little dirty. Okay, so now this is the part where it does get a little bit tedious because of that little spring. You can actually see it hanging down there like a fish hook. So you want to kind of angle it in front first, and you want to put it in just enough. If I can, there it goes. So we got to push that tab in again. That button right there. We want to push that in just a little wee bit. Just enough so that it catches on the frame. There we go. And is holding it in place. You don't want to push all the way through because that spring right now is pushing straight down into the frame. So if I push this down right now, it's going to break that spring and then the pistol's no good. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. I'm just going to reach down in there and move that spring upwards. There we go. So now all I did was I just moved that spring a little bit towards the back. That way it doesn't pinch inside the receiver and break that spring. Okay. And then you just gently, there. I hope you heard that click. It clicked down into place, and that spring got pushed up. The lighting's not very good. The spring got pushed up by the frame itself, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay. Now to put the pin through, like I said, the pin actually, I'm going to see if I can show you this. So you see how it's got like a chamfer on the one side? And right there, you can see it. That's where the spring sets into. So this part right here, you have to push it through one way. So you have to go from right or left-hand side to right. So we're going to do that now. So I'm just going to get it started. Just get it in there, just enough where it's set. I'm not in any way putting any pressure on it right now. I'm just holding it in place. I'm going to lift up on that spring slightly. Again, it's just enough so you can get that pin through. Doing this, I tell you right now, you kind of do wish you had 3 hands. There we go. And it should just push through very easily. And then just for the last little bit, now you can see it's still kind of just barely protruding. You want to just put a little bit of pressure on it. And it should just snap right into place while holding the frame down. Don't fight with me. Come on. Oh, I see. There's a problem right there. It's not quite set. Why are you fighting with me? I just did this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. See how easy that went? That took absolutely no pressure at all. Don't hit it like I was doing. It doesn't need that. You just got to line it up right, and it will click right into place. And again, I know people don't like it when I keep picking the camera up, but so you can see that spring now. It's set right back into the recess of that pin. So now we know it's locked back into place. So now we know that the pistol or the chassis at this point is secure inside the frame. Okay. Then we're just going to put our locking bar back in, our takedown lever. Goes in upside down. With certain pistols, depending on the frame, not all the frames are like identically made. So sometimes you might have to push down or up just like a hair, just so it lines up properly. There it goes. Then you just rotate it around till it locks into place. That's it. And that's it. So that right there is how we change the frame and the back straps on a Beretta APX. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see y'all next time.